Guess what time it is? It's time to introduce our next featured speaker. Our next featured speaker is the one, the only, Andrew Anderson. Having brought in over $2 billion in leads for clients over 3 decades, Andrew Anderson built his first website with a track record of generating over $2 billion in leads and building his first website in the 1980s, has collaborated with giants like Apple, IBM, and Virgin Airlines. Get ready for the one and only Andrew Anderson.
Yeah, thank you so much for putting this on. And everybody here, you don't know how lucky you are if you've never been on one of these before. There's so many cool people that are going to be able to help you take it up to the next level. And one of the things I want to convey before we really get started here is that make sure you have fun with this. Don't get freaked out about it. It's just another tool, but if you use it right, it can give you a huge advantage. And for me, it helps me sleep better at night because I know things are going to get done and I can help my clients more and the people that you're supposed to serve. So anyway, that's that. Let me see if I can share my screen with you. Okay,
Yeah, we can
cool.
see it.
So
Yep.
we're going to do the welcome thing and then we're going to go through here. Someone had a funny joke for this, but I understand everybody reads a disclaimer. Everybody got it? Yes, say yes. Okay, good. And then so we do AI consulting, automations, and software. I'm kind of like got my hands in probably too many pies, but I get bored easy. And I used to just leave the products alone, but we've got a lot of tools and software, and I've just kept them all now. And so we found out that a lot of the ones that we do, the things that we do now, can really help our clients. And we've got a really diverse group. And if you don't do this, I didn't do this last time, scan the code to get the freebies that I have. And I've got 3 of them for you today that'll knock your socks off. So we do brick and mortar businesses and e-companies. We do a lot more brick and mortar businesses now. I think it would be 70%. We do accountants, coaches, doctors, um, researchers all around the world, restaurants, roofers, and we even have hedge funds and authors as clients. So the cool thing about it is I know everybody tells you to niche down, and we do that to a certain degree, but when you have experiences in these different areas, especially with AI, that it allows us to bring in, wow, they figured out how to do that in this company, and we can use it over here in this application. And it's the same thing with the AI models that are out there. Don't get stuck into just one because there's new ones coming out every week. And the thing about is that it may be 5x better than the ones last week. Although there's the 4 main ones that you should probably stick with. I'm going to go over with it. So I'm going to give you AI tools that give you leverage, or what I like to call a longer crowbar. I'm going to show you actually 2 tools that I'm going to give you for free, and there's a third one I'm going to throw in at the end here. Let me see, I'm doing time. And so because leverage makes up for a lack of experience, it makes up for a lack of money, resources, and time. And AI and the right tools will give you a huge amount of leverage and a huge crowbar. So you can come into something and start out and beat other companies or your competition in just a few months, where it used to take you years. If you're using AI right, you have such an advantage against those that aren't. It's not even funny. So, in case you did not know this, there's about 100 AI models out there. There might even be 1,000 now, and they each have different uses, and some of them are better than others, and that changes from week to week. All of the AI models run off of prompts, which are instructions, basically, and the better the prompts, the better the results. So the first tool we're going to look at is IQ AI Pro, which is a Chrome extension, and it is a prompt organizer that works on models such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Leonardo, and more. And we're going to take a deep dive into this and look, and let's see if everything pops up. And we will bring this over here. Pretty high tech there, right? So we'll pull this out a little bit bigger. So what I want to do is I'll show you what this is. And so this is Chat GPT, and this is the little Chrome thing where I'll log in here. And so these are all of the prompts that I have. Okay. Most people get overwhelmed. There's hundreds of thousands of prompts out there. Most businesses only need 10 or less. And depending on what you want to do with them, what I want to do with our clients is show them how to do something with AI and then get them results that they can use in their business within 20 minutes. That's the whole goal of it, because it's great if you have all these tools, but it's easy to get overwhelmed. And so what we'll do here, I'll do a prompt that this was for a website that, and this was from an actual one. So in the prompts, I just want to do a couple of things. You can sort by the different ones for different applications, right? And we did one here for books that we help authors outline their book in about 10 minutes. And so it's 90% done. And it's worked really well. We've had some really good success with that, but I'm going to show you something practical. So everybody should have a website. This one was for a client here. This is for Optima Made. So let's do window cleaning. Okay. And what this does is this is for their website. Let's see here. Let's do window cleaning. And so this is going to write the response for their website on how they're better than the competition. And this is SEO'd up. So that the search engines can find them. So if you look, that took a little bit of time there. And the cool thing about it is, now we could go and write this in another one, but I want to show you one of the cool things is what happens is when you're doing this, I forget where I put things. You have to go back and scroll through here if you've not been in here very much and find things. And what IQ AI Pro does, and the reason why we built this is I go into the history here and I can see the prompt and then I have the answer in there. And let's see if this works. This will even change. Can you add one more paragraph? And so it's going to add another paragraph in 3. So it says it extended the thing, the summary. And it basically put 4 in, ta-da. And now I can append this to the history so that I have a copy of that. And we go to history, we go to here, and here's our prompts. And that was a prompt. Can you add one more paragraph? And then here's our answers. And so for me to stay organized with as many clients we built this for ourselves originally, and we're just now kind of offering it out there, but everybody gets a copy of this. And the prompts we have in here are the ones that we use with our clients. You can save your own prompts. So if you want to make a new template, I don't have time to go to deep details, but you just name it, you put your prompt in there. If you save it locally, you can see this yourself. And so you don't have to share it, but if you want to share it with other people, you can do that too. So anyway, that's it. And then the other one I want to show you real quick is it's not really AI, although we do have AI into it, is if you've ever heard of Linktree, I got ticked off at them about 2 years ago because they were jacking up the links. So we built this. And so it's like Linktree on steroids. We also have an AI component for it, and everybody gets a free version of this too. So this is Myron Goldman. And so this is basically a mini website that you can put on all your social media, and it doesn't confuse people. You can have your own QR code, and you can put links to, this is to his Boss Move books, which I don't know. We did an audio version of this for him, and I think he's done, I don't know, a couple $100,000. And a lot of this is because it's connected to all of his social media, and you can go in here and click in and buy it. So I think I've got a couple more minutes left here. Let me show you another one. I don't know if you've ever seen Erica Angelo. I think she's on Love Without Borders. She has a show. We've been friends for like 25 years. This is her site. And so you can basically use this. If you don't have a dimed up website, you can use this instead. But you can go in here and change all this in about a minute or two. The other thing, everything that we do is ADA compliant, which all websites have to be ADA compliant these days. So this is it here. And I think that's about it. I don't want to run this over. I don't know. Can we take questions on this?
Can.
Okay, cool. So you guys can hear me yibber yabber. Let me go in, throw. I think, yeah, that's really it. That's all I wanted to go over. I don't want to overwhelm people, but getting your prompts in order, keeping them organized is like almost key to it. So
I love it. Andrew, a question for you from Sandy. What is ADA compliant? What do you mean when you say the website should be ADA compliant?
Americans with Disabilities Act, it was passed a while ago, where all the stores and everything had to have ramps and grab bars and everything else. Well, in 2018, there was a big lawsuit against Domino's that as everything moved online, your website has to have those same things. It has to have grab bars. We're talking not real ones, but grab bars and ways for the people with disabilities can get into the website and use it. So I'm trying to see if I can give you an example here. So all of these, if you have a screen reader on here, if you're blind, they can go through the website, and we use this one here. So you have to, for vision impaired, ADHD is now considered disability, and God knows I've got it, but you can deal with it. Cognitive disabilities, keyboard navigation for motor controlled user, for blind users. So every website has to be ADA compliant. A lot of them aren't, but here's the kicker. There's going to be $15 billion paid out in fines this year. 15 billion, and no one talks about it because they don't know about it. So anyway, all your stuff's supposed to be ADA compliant, and it makes sense. People with disabilities go online too. There's, I don't know, 25 million in the US. So that's it.
And then last question for you is about leverage. So you say that AI tools can give you leverage. And when you're talking about leverage, can you dig deeper into that just for a minute for us?
Yeah. So one of the ones that while I'm talking there, I will run the same prompt here. So I'm just going to put in Windows. It gives you the inability, for instance, everyone should have their social media up, and everybody knows they should be posting to social media. We've got prompts that allow us to do a year's worth of social media prompts. Not that I want to go out that far, in about 15 minutes. So that would take us probably realistically 20 or 30 or no, closer to 100 hours to do that by hand, and we can get that done in 15 minutes. So instead of taking 100 hours, you've got all your social media set up so that you look like you know what you're doing, even if you just started this morning. So what it would used to take me 3 or 4 years to set up in a business, we can take and I don't work with a lot of startups, but we can take a startup and basically in 2 days have everything ready so they look like $1 million company, and you can use AI to do it. We use it for video production, we use it for their website production, we use it for everything that they're going to put their face on. So that's where the leverage comes in. You don't need 20 years experience to go into business. You can spend a weekend and you can be just as successful and beat the old guys out because they're not using AI.
That's right. That's right. Beat them out because they're not using AI. Everybody, a round of applause for Andrew. Everybody, a round of applause for Andrew. Everybody is saying thank you to Andrew. And we're going to bring up